0.125 microns. Your surgical masks are rated for 0.3 microns. So already the basic scientific data is against anybody who believes the mask.
Hi, I'm Allie, an RN, and I actually am trained in infection prevention. Got the certificate and everything. Let's talk about chain of infection, because there's a couple of things wrong with that individual's video. The first thing that we will discuss is the 100% fallacy, where people believe if something doesn't work 100%, it's not worth it. Masking may not be 100%, but it is highly effective. And let's talk about why. I don't know why people think that viruses just kind of float on their own. Viruses need a vector. Now, vectors come in many forms, but in the case of coronavirus, the vectors that we are discussing are droplets or secretions. So when you cough or have snot, etc. But viruses can't get from one place to another on their own. They need that vector. What masking does is it prevents that vector from getting point A to point B. And it turns out if there are a couple of people in the room and one's infected, if one wears a mask, the other one wears a mask, that other person is less likely to get infected because that vector is less likely to get to them. There are cases where we can actually see the effectiveness in masks. For example, at the beginning of the pandemic, Great Clips, yeah, that's right, Great Clips, the hair salon, had instituted masking in their facilities. And what they found in those facilities is that even when people who were infected were actively working, the people that came in through were not getting infected because they were masked and the individual that they were working on were masked. Now, different masks will offer different levels of protection, there's no doubt of it. My N95 at work is going to do better than my cloth mask out that I wear in public. But something is ultimately better than nothing. And masks are even more effective when you wear it over the nose. Remember, your nose is a part of the respiratory tract, people. That being said, I am highly worried about this account in general. They're just recently starting out, but this page is chock full of misinformation. Remember, the best steps that we have right now is to wash our hands, wear a mask, social distance, and vaccinate. Those will actually help us through the pandemic. And honestly, we need all the help we can get.